This is Bradford Donald Keller Townsend, and this is a Forward Research Report, Tuesday, October 16th, in the year of the Common Era, 2018. Welcome, shipmates on the spaceship Gaia, as we hurtle through space at over 470,000 kilometers an hour around the center of our galaxy. This video will be on natural philosophy, a list of special recipes. I briefly would just like to make a video about, as a radical naturalist philosophically, what physics is, and particularly just physics. I'll just stay with physics. You have special situation recipes. They are the Newtonian laws of physics, Maxwell and Clerk's relationships. I was just trying to think of the right word. Maybe expressions. Sometimes you don't have equations, you have expressions. In thermodynamics, you have more expressions, where you say in the first law of thermodynamics that heat always goes from a higher level to a lower level. There's a gradient from hot to cold. You never have, let's say, cold water in the Pacific Ocean moving to the hot water. The hot water is always the one that moves to the lower gradient. So these are recipes. And I'm saying they're special in that they are limited to special circumstances. Yes, we have laws, or they call laws in fluids, which is gases and liquids. Liquid equations and expressions can help us build an oil pipeline or a pressurized natural gas pipeline, where you have natural gas is put under high pressure and turned into a low temperature, which makes it all the molecules come closer together and it liquefies. So we have expressions, equations, formulae that are very useful, whether it's building a liquid natural gas pressurized pipeline, or smartphones where you can stream videos on your phone, or do calculus, put in a calculus, a complicated integral, and it'll break it down and show you 20, 30 steps on how that integral, if it's a definite integral, it would give you an answer. And if it couldn't give you an answer, the computer program might tell you at what point or why the integral is not possible to compute. So we have these devices that we can make using our special recipes. And if you go to school to be an engineer, to get a job, let's say working at Airbus, you want to live in Toulouse, France, and work on computers designing airplane components, or testing and modeling different potential aircraft designs for the military and for civilian passenger aircraft. You need a credential from a university. You need to go to the Ecole Polytech, the Virginia Military Institute, Texas A&M, which is the largest university in the United States that has engineering, I believe. I think that's what they say on their website. So that's what natural philosophy is. My great-great-grandpa was a natural philosophy professor, I think around the 1830s and 40s. And they called it natural philosophy back then. I looked at a couple of the books that he wrote on the subject. And the way that's taught, and at least was to me, and the impression that the laws of electromagnetism were brought down from Mount Sinai by Moses on stone tablets, and that's not what it is. And we know that G, for example, in Newtonian physics is variable, and many of the quote constants of physics do vary, and that journals such as Nature and the bigger ones in their specialty fields may have every time they put out their journal say what the changes in the constants are, which is kind of a humorous thing to think about. So we don't know that if in different parts of space the laws of physics hold here as the way they do there, because we haven't been over there to try the experiments. Um, they are useful. Obviously, people enjoy flying back and forth between the continents on jets, and they enjoy having fresh fruit and wine and such brought to them over long distances by ship, railroads, and semi-tractor trailer trucks. That's all I have for this video. Please join the Reality Club, like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.